Poverty is a complete lack of necessary means, which is the basic personal needs such as food, clothes, and shelter. Poverty is a cause of losing faith, especially on children. For example, having a sense of hopelessness on their future more than the rich peers.
There are lots of causes that are leading to poverty. The lack of employment opportunities is one of the biggest reasons for high poverty rates in many regions of the world. It's important to understand that the source of employment have to match the population of the country, because without a job or a way to make money, people will face poverty. The second cause was population. Population is increasing at a fast pace all over the world. And the last reason is conflict. Conflict can cause poverty in several ways. Large-scale protracted violence that we see in places like Syria can grind society to a halt. Destroying infrastructures causes people to flee and forcing family to sell or leave behind all their assets. In Syria, around 70% of the entire population now lives below the poverty line. This in a country where extreme poverty was once a very rare. Poverty directly affects the health of the people, and the children and the pregnant women are the most affected by it. There are many effects of poverty such as that. Poverty is leading to hunger, illness, and it will affect poverty on children will affect the child several levels, such as socially, physically, emotionally, and cognitively. Because of the family low income, that will affect their life journey. That extreme situation puts them to the edge of their educational level and causes a lack on low self-esteem.
We made a survey to check the percentage of people who do and do not know what is poverty is and why it's happening. We asked 7 questions to 80 different ages, educational levels, and mentalities people, which resulted that 81% think that poverty is considered as an issue, while 19% think that it's not. 75% think that poverty is decreasing in the UAE, but 25% think of the opposite. Also, 19% think that poverty is decreasing around the world, while 81% think that it's increasing, which is not true because, according to the World Bank, poverty has decreased to 9.99 and it's continuing to decrease. So, we asked about their opinions about the accurate meaning of poverty, and most of them think that the person is considered as poor if his or her income fall below some minimum necessary level to meet basics. Some think it's a complete lack of means necessary to the basic personal needs, and others think it's the state of being extremely poor. We also figure out that most of them believe that poverty exists because of: firstly, there is no access to livelihood or jobs. Secondly, because of the limited capacity of government. Thirdly, because of the climate change. And lastly, because of the inadequate access to clean water and nutritious. People believe that poverty has a huge impact on health in the first place, then on the education, and later on the society. UAE is contributing to solve poverty's issue in several ways, such as UAE has given many low-skilled and high-skilled jobs to different people in the UAE from all over the world that has contributed to the elimination of poverty in the world. Fundraising programs, projects for the support of Palestinian and Afghani children. Red Crescent Fund is a prominent step in the UAE for the purpose of supporting and helping the poor and needy people.
The top 10 solutions. First, create jobs. Best pathway out of poverty is a well-paying job. To get back to pre-recession employment levels, we must create 5.6 million new jobs. Second, raising the minimum wage would lift more than 4 million Americans out of poverty and reduces poverty and increases wages. 3. Increase the earned income tax credit for childless workers. Children who receive the EITC are more likely to graduate high school and to have higher earnings in adulthood. 4th, support pay equity. would cut poverty in half for working women and their families and add nearly $500 billion to the nation's gross domestic product. 5. Provide paid leave and paid sick days. Would provide paid leave protection to workers who need to take time off due to their own illness, the illness of a family member, or the birth of a child. 6. Establish work schedules at work. Would allow employees to request needed schedule changes. 7. Invest in affordable, high-quality child care and early education. Would help more struggling families obtain the child care they need in order to work and improve the future economic mobility of children. 8. Expand Medicaid. Would free up limited household income for other basic needs such as paying rent and putting food on the table. 9. Reform the criminal justice system and enact policies that support successful re-entry, can serve as lifelong barriers to climbing out of poverty. Do no harm. Would help low-income individuals and families pave a path to the middle class.
Poverty is the amount of money needed to meet basic needs such as food, clothing, and shelter. Global poverty fell to 46% from 67% between 1990 and 2015. The UAE achieved a 100% rate in the fight against poverty. Excess of the SDG 2018 annual report. It recorded a very low rate in the general rate of poverty, amounting to 0.002%, pointing out that the state seeks